What's good, y'all? Hopefully y'all can hear me. I know definitely with the car and stuff, like it might be kind of like loud inside of here, and I don't have my mic on either, so that's just like another thing that's might be a little bit annoying for the video. But anyways, I just wanted to start the series and be like, this is my series where I get to track myself in my fitness journeys, Salone Unscripted. And I really want to make this video like, okay, me talking in the car, me like going to the gym, me doing that type of thing on my way and speaking my mind, the different type of things I be struggling with, the different type of daily like challenges and goals and mindset like evolution, as well as just me lifting in the gym, me boxing in the gym and stuff like that. And I'm gonna probably overlay it and do something like that to make it kind of like more interesting for the long term and for my people who want to follow me on this journey, you feel me? So today I want to talk about just like making sure you just, when you start something, that you do not stop. You always keep on going, you always keep on moving forward, right? And I see myself as a very like stubborn and resistant person, like someone who is like very persistent. I can like keep on going with things that I don't ever really see results with, right? And you know, I might see like this as, okay, it might be a waste of time, nothing's happening from this, right? Nothing is going on, but really there's so much things happening in the background, happening in the back of my brain, happening in my environment, in my surroundings, that it is affecting and it is changing, you know what I mean? You know, I feel like when you see something, not everything is so linear. Like, not everything is going to be so obvious to you that it's changing your life. Not everything is going to be so obvious to you that it's affecting you in such a big way, you know? And this is why the persistence, the consistency is so important, because it's not every day you're going to be able to see and fucking tell like how you've changed, right? Yes, you're gonna measure and manage yourself over time and see like the progress you made, right? But that's not the only aspect of it. When you measure yourself, you only probably see like, it depends on also what you measure, you see those different areas that you're measuring, right? But there's also other areas, part of your mind, your brain, your mindscape, just like the subconscious, everything that you cannot like realistically measure, right? You know, it's like you're trying to measure your ghost self, but can you see a ghost? Can you feel a ghost? No, right? But it's there. It's inside of it. It's inside of you, you know? So it's just like, you have to keep it up. And I struggle with this sometimes. I struggle, like, I'm not a perfect person. I struggle with just staying, like, wanting to stay consistent and wanting to just be that person who's always there, right? I still make sure I manage to do it, but it's hard, bro. It's really hard. And I was talking to one of my boys at the gym, like, he has a weight loss journey going on, right? And I was talking to him like, bro, consistency is so hard. Like, to people who are not consistent with anything, you don't understand how hard it is to be consistent with stuff when it's very like sporadic and random. The way to make consistency easier is to make it very structured and predictable, right? You can't have it be random. You can't have it be willy-nilly. When you're fucking like just winging it, that's when you just lose yourself, right? And I feel like when we don't really have a deeper connection to something, we lose ourselves and we just wing it and we don't like really care about the outcome, right? But it's just like, you have to really deeply care about what you're doing to actually see yourself stay the course and stay consistent with it, right? You know, and that means like, okay, you might fall out of love with things at times, right? And you might not have a passion for what you're doing at times, right? But you understand the overarching bigger picture. You understand the main goal of it, and you keep going anyway. You keep pushing anyway, and you keep moving forward anyway. And that's the beauty of it, because when you move forward and you do things that you do not like to do, your mind changes in real time. Like your brain, it changes I'm not gonna say quickly, it just changes over time, and it's just beautiful because you're literally changing the matter inside your brain by resistance. By that resistance, you see yourself get stronger in the mind, become mentally more stronger, you become mentally more adaptable, right? And you can then take on harder tasks and more harder goals and stuff like that, right? You could be a much more formidable person in life, you know what I mean? And with your goals, you can complete much more greater challenges, right? And that's the beauty of all of this, just becoming that person that we all dream about, that dream person within ourselves that we all know is there, and that we all know is a very possible person to achieve, right? But we're not there yet, but we know that they exist. They are the product of our actions today. They are the future self, right? And your future self, like, this is very important. Your future self that's so successful, everything you want to be, you know what I mean? Just that person you always look up to, right? They exist. You must understand that they exist. You just have to build them. You have to build them daily with your actions, your habits, your routines, and your processes, right? Just everything, you know? It'll take like all of you to do that. And you know, it's better. Some people might be scared of that. Oh, it's gonna take all of me to build my future self. Yes, it is, bro, because your future self is fundamentally a different person of you than you are right now, right? And that's not like a bad thing. It's not like, oh, there's such a different person, like, oh, so unattainable, right? They're just an amplified version of the better you. It could also be an amplified version of the worst you, or the negative side of your personality and who you are, right? But you're not gonna feed into that. That's not what you're building. This is why you have to understand deeply, what am I building? Who am I? And how can I stay the course to make sure I become that person? The what are you and who are you and why are you doing the things, right? It's how you're gonna stay consistent, how you're gonna stay the course, how you're gonna keep on going when things get hard, right? So many things have happened to me, so many hard, fucking difficult shit that I don't even wanna fucking like just re-experience and deal with again. And sometimes it happened to me twice. It's like, bro, I was so like distraught at the time. I was like, I didn't learn my lesson. Like, how does this happen to me again, bro? And then it's just fundamentally, you just have to understand, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way, and this is how you build some type of character, right? Obviously, you be smarter than me, and just like, you don't have to learn the hard way with some things, but like, just understand, like, your actions today, they have major consequences. So when you accept and you make decisions like with these consequences in mind, right, you won't make any bad decisions, or hopefully not. You will make much better decisions, you know what I mean, for the long term, because everything's a long-term game, right? You don't want to catch yourself indulging in the short-term pleasures and being almost at the lowest vibrational version of yourself, just constantly indulging short-term, and then not even like seeing yourself at a higher plane. You know, you are a divine being. You are a divine creature on this planet. You are picked out from God. God has chosen you out of the millions and trillions of sperm that's come from your father to impregnate your mother, right? And you exist. Out of those trillions and trillions of odds, you exist. You are God's child. You have been chosen. You've been put on this planet for a reason, right? And you have to fulfill your purpose on this planet. So when you see yourself as a divine person, when you see yourself with divine purpose, right? It's almost like you have to achieve all your goals. You have to make sure that you're staying consistent. You have to make sure you do everything you can to become the person you're always meant to be, because you are here for a reason, right? And you do not want to waste this gift, because it is a gift that has been given to you by a higher power, right? So right now we're about to enter the gym parking lot. I'm about to get my session in. Today's a chest day, and then I can't wait to like hit the bag probably later as well, do some chest cardio bag, you know what I mean, just get my boxing skills routed and just make sure they're all sharp and stuff like that. So, but just with everything I said, you must understand the what, the why, and how you're going to do things. You must understand that you are a divine being. You have purpose here. There's a reason for you being here. It's not just fucking, you're not just going and randomizing your life. You're not just going and being pushed by the wayside. You are here for a reason. Figure out that reason and go all in on it, right? And lastly, love what you do. Just love the process, love the struggle of it, love that you're not gonna see progress right away, love that it's hard, love that it's difficult, because nobody can follow you if it's so difficult, right? If you're afraid like, oh, someone's gonna copy you, they have to deal with all that difficulty too, right? It's not an easy path, so that makes it that much more sweeter. So get after it, fucking let's get it, let's work, and let's get big.
Hell yeah.